Hello, everybody. I hear a familiar panting. Oh no. Oh no, my internet's already doing weird stuff. It's been going out tonight. Well, today, I should say. Like, not permanently, but like temporarily going down, and then it buffers and comes back up. I don't know. I think YouTube is plotting against me. You want some quail eggs? We might as well delve into these because the cats don't like them. But I know you do. Go get them. So hopefully the internet holds out and the stream stays up. I'm crossing my fingers for it. I know. No. Oh no, it just did it again. Is it doing it to you guys? Like, do you see that when it does it? Hello, genitals. I'm freaking out here. I don't want it to go down. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Dang it. Has anybody else been having issues with Spectrum today? Oh, and I just rebooted my computer, so I know it's not a reboot thing. I'm pixelated. Dang it. What do I got for strength here? I mean, it says no internet access, but it's connected. Let's see here. Network and internet, Ethernet. We're gonna test here. What's up, Ava? Start my speed test. Ooh, it's going high. It's going high. And now it's not going so high. So download is 835, which is actually kind of low for what I have. Upload is 38, which is higher than what I normally have. I mean, it all sucks, but I don't know what to do. But what I do need is to close Edge. I hate Edge. No. Okay, guys. I don't know what to do. I think. Wow. But then I gotta close everything. Yeah, I believe you're very right. Yeah, guys, I'm so sorry. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna reboot my modem. Guys, if you'll give me 10 minutes, I'm gonna leave the stream up, but obviously I'm not gonna be here. So I don't know, go or, take a poop. I don't know, whatever you've got to do. Man, I am so sorry. Was not expecting this. So yeah, I'm gonna reboot and then I will be right back. I am so sorry. I love you guys so much. Thank you for bearing with me. Tech issues like always. Must still be retrograde. She's got a lot. That dog wears so many hats in this company. Well, I gotta get to my modem and I'm not fully mobile, so that's gonna be just a couple more minutes than that. All right, I'll be right back, you guys. I love you. All right, guys. I'm back. Hopefully better than ever. Uh-oh. That's not good. Hi. Well, it's kind of nice to know it's not just me having issues. Well, I mean, I am having issues, but, you know. Thank you so much. Hello, Oz. All right, let me say hello to all my beautiful people. Hello, Nana Laura. Hello, Charlie. Oh, speaking of Charlies, I woke up with the worst Charlie horses in my legs this morning. Oh my goodness. I was screaming. It hurt so bad. Like my legs locked up. It was insane. So I've had not a drop of coffee. None. I have been drinking water all day. Hi, Ava. Yes, baby. Oh, was that not enough quail eggs? Well, let's go for some chicken. Since the quail eggs weren't enough, here, have some chicken. She's so spoiled. Hello, Wire Mother. Hello, Michelle Moreland, my beautiful sunshine. Hello, Jerry Matthew Boyd. Hello, Eileen and Carlin. Yes, finally. Oh, what? What? Hoping you don't have to go out. Hello, C-Rex. That's okay. I might actually miss some people because when it closes down, I lose my chat. So if I miss you guys tonight, it's not intentional. I love you all. You know this. Hello, Mortimer Duke. Thank you. I learned tonight that I screwed up royally, and I may have to take it apart from the bottom a little bit, just a little bit, just a wiggle it, just a little bit. Yeah. So there's supposed to be 2 scratchy post ladders, one right there and one on the other side. And I went to attach them today and I couldn't, there's nothing to attach them to. Ava, please go lay down, please. And so, yeah, I looked and I had the right part number there, but they're turned the wrong direction. The screws for the ladders are facing inside, which doesn't work exactly. So I may have to have someone help me tilt it onto its side and then take it apart from the bottom up and attach the ladders after I get the platforms turned the correct direction. I am so skillful. I do this every time I build something. I followed the directions. I didn't pay attention to where the, bolt holes were on the piece. Because, I was just excited that I followed the directions and got it all together. The other option is leaving it as is and putting the scratchy posts somewhere else. That's always an option too. Or I could screw them directly in. There's options. I mean, the correct way to do it is tear it apart from the bottom up, but I don't know if I've got that in me. I mean, I mangled an Allen wrench. I tightened those screws so tight that I rounded the Allen wrench that came with it, and I had to go get my own set out. So I'm not looking forward to trying to take those nuts out because, I was more worried about the fact that my cats are like 20 pounds and I didn't want it to be wobbly or come unscrewed or anything. So yeah, I made sure I had it good and tight. Yeah. Oh, I feel so silly. Hello, genitals. I know I said hi to you earlier, but I just wanted to welcome you to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Alrighty, you guys. And Purple Kiv, my sweet. So hello, Jenny Green. Hello, Spider-Man. Can't forget you guys. Hello, Megan. Welcome. Oh, I'm so happy. Thank you. I know you mean the connection, but you know, I'll take them where I get them. I know you guys get to live all of the chaos with me. It is, yes, and it's not done. I added one more roll of carpet to the wall, and I have two more. Guys, I seriously, I don't know why I painted this room ever in the first place. I could have just carpeted the walls. It looks great. And it's Earl proof, so when Earl goes on his diving runs and does this on the wall, now you'll get to see it, for one thing, and two, it won't damage the wall because this stuff is pretty dang cool. Cat scratch pad. It's made, you get this whole roll. It's like $25 on Amazon. You get this whole roll, and the roll does from my ceiling to my floor, and then another piece about that big that gets cut off. But you can cut it to any size, any shape, any length, and you can line your couch with it. It comes with little fabric screws that are spirally, so they go into the fabric and hold it. And it also comes with these little sticker tabs, but it's got a peelable backing that's a sticker as well, which is super adhesive. Sticks very well. Really easy to apply. I really like this stuff. So, and the cats have already been scratching at it, so they know what it's there for. So I'm going to put these two, I'm going to do this whole wall with this stuff, actually. Well, the other two rolls. So it'll be to about right here. But that way they can jump on it from the cat tower, or they can jump on it from the floor. They can take a running leap from the living room into the studio and jump straight to the wall. And just wait, because sometime we're going to get the laser pointer involved with this mess. Let's see if we can get Earl to do it. Earl, he's been a little bit not so interested in then there comes Ava. If Ava's in on it, let's see if Earl gets the idea. Can you climb the wall, buddy? Come on, you can do it. He's like, I've never been allowed. This is against the rules. Mom will yell at me. Mom will yell. No, Mama won't yell at you. You good boy. Ava, can you move your butt? Can you move your butt? So, yeah, eventually we're going to get these guys trained where they will know that they can climb the wall, that's their wall. And that's going to be so much fun to watch. So, and then I'm going to get a kitty cam. These guys are hilarious. And Snitch gets fixed on Monday, and then he'll be joining the crew. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. I can't wait till Snitch is in here. Oh, he's a hoot. I put the kennel from the studio outside today, and I put Snitch in it, and I let him outside, let him get some fresh air and yowl incessantly for hours. Just so that I could clean his cage. And yeah, I got the bright idea that I would just pull his litter box out and scoop it. And then when I did that, there was like a puddle underneath it because he's not fixed yet. And so I cleaned that up. And then when I put the litter box back in, I realized I now have a litter box shaped stain on my carpet back there. So after he gets fixed, I'm probably going to have to call in the professional cleaners, and I'm just gonna get all the carpets done. I got the studio done. Oh, I don't know, 6 months ago, maybe even a little longer. And they did a great job. I used Steam Away and Toma, and they were amazing. They came in, they moved all the furniture around, and it smelled so clean afterwards. He cleaned up all of Bandit's mess, and yeah, it just, I just, the carpets haven't been done professionally since I've been here, just by me, and I'm, by no means a professional. So yeah, I'm just gonna get them done. Get all of the cat smell out of them. Hello, Dark Zoomy. Welcome. So good things to come, you guys. Good things to come. Thank you. They like it. I have one more to build. It's half that size, but it's going in the back by where Ava's kennel is. So that way they can look out the window in the back if they want. I don't want to make them feel like they have to be in here, like this is their whole house. This, they entertain us, but they're really not here for our enjoyment. They're just here to live their happy little furry lives, and we enjoy watching them do it. I know. I want to see it too. You can't blame me. I tried. I built the dang thing. The closest we've gotten is Billy will lay on it. That's the closest we've gotten. It's coming, I swear. Hello, Squishy. Yeah. Yeah, and mine are spoiled rotten, so they do what they want. And they'll point their butts in my face and tell me to just like it. So, the court cases we got tonight, remember last night I said we had 3.5 hours, and then I ended it after the, ratchet in the pants episode. Well, I just clipped the front half of the video off, and there's still an hour and a half left. It's the state of Georgia, so it's always entertaining there. I can't get her on it either. But honestly, it's not big enough for Ava. Like it's cat sized. She's just a little bigger than what is recommended for that. Jerry loves the wheel. We're just gonna fly Jerry here and we'll put him there. I'll even get some wire connectors and a light bulb, and we can just generate electricity while he's running. I know. I know. It's supposed to be a badge of honor. I feel so loved. Hey man, you missed the internet going down here. My internet was really shaky when I started. Maybe I could use some extra generated electricity. Would you run on 2 paws or 4, Jerry? He'd be running hamster style. Oh no. Oh, that's awful right there. That's terrible. You fit right in. Or we could just lay him across the wheel and then I'll stand on the outside of the wheel and I'll just be doing one of these and we'll just watch Jerry barrel roll for a while. Hi, Billy. I've been trying to take a sip of this water for a minute now. Oh, I'm sorry, Your Highness. Is this in your way? Did I block the path to your pile of treats? He's looking at me like, yes, servant. Oh. No, no, robots don't poop. I can fully confirm, along with all of my neighbors, that Ava is genuinely real. I'm sure robots don't fart, and you all have gotten to experience that. Oh, come on, Charlie. Now we're going to have to teach him his colors. Poor Jerry. We love you. You know it, buddy. Yep, see? See? Oh, you guys. You guys are the absolute best. Oh, I love you guys so much. Oh, thank you guys for being here and making me laugh, making me smile. You guys are amazing. Oh, so let's get into tonight. We've got a mother-daughter duo, and we've got a few really strange circumstances in Georgia. Like, I don't understand it. How can you get arrested when somebody breaks into your house and you physically remove them? And then you get arrested for it? That's a little backwards. That sure don't happen in Florida, I'll tell you what. Florida, they got that phrase graveyard dead for a reason. Oh, I'm telling you though, I don't get it. I don't get it. I think Eileen's gonna have to explain it to us.
Number 4, Mr. Barron. Mr. Barron, your case is 26 CR 001815G. You're charged with battery family violence. You understand your rights?
Yes.
Ms. Hardy?
The last arrest was December 28th, 2025, out of Clayton County for possession of marijuana with intent. There's 4 total cycles arrests out of Georgia and Alabama. Nothing further to report.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Judge. We're asking for a $2,500 good bond with no further violent contact with Diania Maudlin. The facts of this case allege the victim dropped their child off to the defendant. When she came back to get her, the defendant would not let her in. She did get the code to the apartment from the defendant's mom and entered. Once she got in there, he dragged her onto the front porch. She got in her car and he began to choke her and punch her through the window, leaving injuries to her lip, hands, and cuts to her leg.
Okay, so I mean, that's a little bit excessive. Guaranteed, granted, yes. But she wasn't supposed to be there. He didn't want her there. What? If somebody comes in my house and I make them leave, like physically make them leave, I better not be going to jail for it. But he did cross the line. You know, once she got into her car, hands off, dude.
We did speak with Miss Maudlin in this case. She said this was the first time this has ever happened. She did confirm the facts in the warrant, and said they do not live together, so she's okay with no further violent contact. And this happened at his location, so a stay away is not needed. But based on the violence alleged, we are asking for that $2,500 good bond and no further violent contact.
Okay. I'm sorry, Ms. Hardy. I'm sorry, the last arrest was what date again, Ms. Hardy?
The last arrest was December 28th, 2025.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right, Mr. Morrell?
Yes, Mr. Barron is 31 years old, Your Honor. He is also a lifelong resident, Your Honor, which goes that he doesn't pose a significant risk of fleeing from our jurisdiction. According to that, also bond factor, he also does not have any FTAs. As indicated by the state, he does live at the incident location. That's his mother address. Well, him and his mother's address, Your Honor. He does have 3 children, an 11-month-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 7-year-old, and he does keep the children on the weekend. So we would ask for, as the state, we would join in with the state to ask for no further contact. He has, as far as education, he does have his college degree and a Bachelor of Science, Your Honor. He doesn't present with any mental health or substance abuse, Your Honor. Um, my client denies punching her and indicated that he was defending himself and that he did indicate that she did not have the permission to enter to his mother's house. That is my client's defense, Your Honor. And so we would be asking. I understand that it's a family violence, so it can't have a signature bond, but we would ask for a bond to be as low as $500 on this case, Your Honor.
And I'm sorry, I need to sound for the alleged victim. Ms. Tucker, what was her name again?
Diana Maudlin.
Ms. Motlin, if you're present, please unmute and raise your right hand if you wish to make a statement. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give? You need to lower the camera so we can actually see you. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. What I'm most concerned with, any concerns you have for your safety, and if you wish to have contact with the defendant in light of those instructions, what would you like to tell me?
Judge, she's driving.
Yeah, I'm driving.
All right, no, you cannot. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. We cannot hear from you while you're driving. You have about 5 seconds to pull over
Oh, 1 second. Hold on.
because it's just like you're in actual court, okay? Anyone else, if you are driving your vehicle, we will be removing you from the Zoom. This is still court, despite the fact that it is virtual.
I'm not driving. I pulled over.
All right, what would you like to tell me?
I'm okay as far as my safety. Far as me having any contact with him right now, I just choose not to. I don't want to.
All right. All right, defendant is going to receive $1,000 surety bond. He's to have no further violent contact with the alleged victim in this case. He's to have no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons, and his case is going back to state all purpose on the 2nd of April. Is there anything additional?
No,
No.
Your Honor, I'm sorry, my computer was doing something crazy. It said you said 1,000, no drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, and what else?
And no further violent contact.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right. Best of luck to all parties concerned. Who do we have next?
26, Mr. McPherson.
Mr. McPherson, your case is 26 CR 001814B. In this case, you're charged with obstruction and criminal trespass. You understand your rights?
No.
All right, Mr. Harvey. Ms. Hardy.
The last arrest was February 28th, 2024 out of Cobb for an FTA. There's 12 total cycles in Georgia. There was a felony conviction in 2019 for robbery and aggravated battery. It appears that they're on probation for that case. There's a 2022 felony conviction for forgery, open case for battery under 25 CR 001858G, and then an open case for possession of a firearm and theft by shoplifting 24 SC 004456. Nothing further to report.
All right, thank you so much, Ms. Tucker.
Yes, Judge. We're asking for a $4,500 split bond in this case. We're asking for $3,500 cash on the criminal trespass and damage to property, and a $1,000 surety on the obstruction. You did hear the criminal history. That prior case, 23 CR 007432E, was battery family violence conviction against this same victim. And in this case, once there was an dispute between them over accusations of cheating, once the dispute escalated, this defendant began to yell at her, the victim, Tishonda Bell, as he was walking down the stairs. She said he used his fist and hit the wall. As they were further investigating, they were knocking on the door. Miss Bell answered the door and advised he was in the back. When she went to grab her car keys, he left. So there is a flight risk right there. That's the basis of the obstruction. But considering the prior violence against her, we're taking this very seriously. We did speak with the victim. She did confirm the events in the warrant. She confirmed the events in the warrant, but she says they share a 2-month-old child, so she wants no further violent contact. But just considering the history, he also has a 25 CR 001858G case, battery family violence, against the same victim. So we're asking for that split bond, 3,500 cash on the criminal trespass, 1,000 surety on the obstruction. With
And the
condition
name of the
no further
Go ahead.
contact for Tishonda Bell, and to stay away from the apartment complex in Atlanta.
All right, is Ms. Bell present and wishes to make a statement? Sounding again for Ms. Bell.
Hello, I'm here.
Do you wish to make a statement?
I
No,
do.
just yes. Okay, then you need to come into view, raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
I do.
All right, what would you like to tell me?
Your Honor, I just want to speak on the behalf of my family. We do share a child together, and he is an important part of our child's life. What happened was unfortunate, and I do not support any type of violence. At the same time, I believe the situation does not fully define who he is as a person or as a father. My main concern is our child well-being, and I hope we can move forward in a way that promotes growth, accountability, and stability for our family. And some anger management for him, if possible.
All right, thank you. I appreciate you coming to court to make that statement. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Macpherson is 26 years old, and he is, we do understand that there was a history behind it. However, he has been working two different jobs to support his two children, 2 months old and 3 years old. He graduated from high school 2017, and ever since then, um, he's been working when he was not incarcerated, Your Honor. He doesn't have any drug, alcohol addiction. He does not have any mental health issues. We would like to request for a signature on bond and no further violent contact. They live together and they have two children together. And Your Honor, and that's all we ask for. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Defendant is going to receive a $3,500 surety bond. It's going to be 1,000 on count one, 2,500 on count two. He's to have no contact with the alleged victim at this time. They can coordinate transfer of the child through a third party, and he's to stay away from the address on Old Hateville Road. He will be reset to state all purpose on the 2nd of April, whereby aspects of the case can be revisited, but it will be no contact at this time. Is there anything additional from the state or from the defense?
Yes, Your Honor. I
Nothing
think at one time, law enforcement officer escorted visit to retrieve his personal belongings.
Yes, he can return one time with a member of law enforcement to get any items. All right, the matter is closed for today. Best of luck to you, Mr. McPherson. Who do we have next?
Get 3,500, right?
Yes.
Who you said you wanted again, for this case again? Yeah.
I forgot now. It was,
See who the conflicts is?
well, the conflicts, it was the Eberhard cases, if we could take those two.
Yeah, that's Mackenzie and I think it's Anicia, maybe.
It doesn't matter which one froze first.
Yeah.
If we could take those cases, please.
Same time? Yeah, both at the same time. One of you stay right there, you stay right here.
All right, who's sitting before me?
Oh, yeah, that's mom and daughter case, Your Honor.
That's fine. Oh, which number is in the chair?
11.
Okay, Ms. Eberhard, your case is 26 CR 00183 In this case, you're charged with simple battery. You have a right to remain silent. You have a right to an attorney, and I'm conducting this hearing by video. I understand that there's a consent for this case. Ms. Evans Battle, if you would put the consent onto the record.
Yes, Your Honor. The consent would be for a $3,500 signature bond through pretrial services at level 1. And we're asking that that the defendant enroll in the diversion program and pay the required fee, have no further violent contact with the co-defendant in the case, Ms. Eberhard, enroll and complete 4 hours of anger management and the law and decision-making courses, pay any fees associated with that, no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond, and no further violations of the law.
All right, and Ms. Kim, that was the understanding of the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, they both consent.
All right. We got to do it one at a time still. So that is the agreement for the case ending in 1838J, correct?
Right.
All right. Thank you. And we can switch if Ms. Mackenzie Eberhard could be seated and we have the other defendant. You're being released on the signature by ma'am. All right, Ms. Eberhard, your case is 26 CR 00183 In this case, you're charged with battery family violence. As I just explained, you have a right to counsel, you have a right, and I'm sorry, you have a right to remain silent, and I'm conducting this hearing by video. You understand your rights? All right, and if you'll announce that again, Ms. Evans Battle, is it exactly the same?
It's exactly the same, just no.
But let's still please read it for me.
I will. $3,500 signature bond through pretrial services level 1, that the defendant enroll in a diversion program and pay the enrollment fee, no further violent contact with Anicia Eberhard, have her to enroll in a 4-hour anger management classes and the law and decision-making course, pay appropriate fees, have no drugs, alcohol, or weapons while on bond, and no further violations of the law.
All right, Ms. Eberhardt, you're being released on a signature bond with those conditions. There was a conflict by the public defender's office, so you do not have an attorney present today. But having heard those requirements, is this what you wish to do? All right, you'll be released on that signature bond with those requirements, okay? All right, best of luck to you both. Who do we have next?
Number 3, Ms. Barber.
That's just disrespectful. Like, on the mom and the daughter's part. To get to a point where y'all are fighting enough to be arrested, have some class and, discipline and respect for each other. It doesn't need to be that bad. I always joke that my mom would, whoop my butt if I did something. But, I mean, the reality of it is, like, I had enough respect for her not to do the things that I joke that she would have whooped my butt for. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't perfect, but there's just, oh man, it's icky. It's icky.
All right, Ms. Barber, your case is 26 CR 0018288A. In this case, you're charged with battery. You have a right to remain silent and you have a right to an attorney. However, the public defender's office is conflicted out, so there is no conflict attorney here to assist you today. So I'm going to listen closely to your history and the facts as alleged by the state and set a bond. All right. All right, Ms. Hardy.
The last arrest was October the 2nd, 2025 out of East Point for battery and obstruction. There are 2 total arrest cycles in Georgia. They're on probation for that one case. It's 25 CR 006135A, and that's for the battery and obstruction. And then there's 25 CR 003185A for criminal trespass. Nothing further to report.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Evans-Battle?
Yes, Your Honor. On March the 18th of 2026, officers went to 2048 Stanton Road, East Point, Georgia, which is a Citgo in reference to a fight that was taking place. The victim in the case is Ashley Pullen, and they were at the store, and she indicated she was with the grandchild of her friend, whose the name is Shaka Khan Tucker, and they were arguing inside of the place. Initially, Miss Barber stepped in between the parties that were arguing to separate them and stop them. At some point in time, it appeared that she actually left the location or left from the scene right there and came back and started hitting Miss Pullen. As a result of that, she had a large knot on her forehead in reference to the fight. And Miss Barber, I believe, was also injured as well. So the bond recommendation, based on the fact that she's currently on probation and we've actually petitioned to have her probation revoked, a $2,500 surety is set currently. We'd ask that that remain the bond at this time, that she have no further contact with Ashley Pullen, that she stay away from the store at Citgo at the location indicated. And that would be no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while on bond. Thank you.
All right, is Ms. Pullen present and wishes to make a statement?
I believe she was arrested as well.
Oh, it
Judge.
was a dual arrest? Okay. All right, Ms. Barber is going to receive a $2,500 surety bond. She is to have no contact with the alleged victim and stay away from that location. She's to have no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons. I am going to reset her to tomorrow in the hopes that a conflict attorney can appear in light of the surety bond. And from there, if not, it will remain as set. All right, Ms. Barber, best of luck to you. Your case is concluded for today. Who do we have next?
Number 13, Ms. Glass.
Ms. Glass, your case is 26CR001841E. In this case, you're charged with simple battery, family violence, and theft by taking. You understand your rights? All right, thank you. Ms. Hardy?
The last arrest was April 15th, 2025, out of Fulton for obstruction, and that case is open under 25 PI 003031. There's 18 arrest cycles in Georgia. There was an FTA in 2017. Nothing further.
All right, thank you. Ms. Evans Battle?
I just want to make sure I have the different maybe history than she does. Currently she has the two probation cases here from 24 and 25 for a battery family violence, and each of those count that was dispositioned on September the 9th of 2025. It appears that the PI case, one of the charges was dismissed, and therefore we still have left the two counts of willful obstruction of law enforcement officer. We also have the simple battery family violence that is open. It's an open case. There is an ag assault, reckless conduct, possession of firearm, terroristic threats, harassing phone calls open out of Clayton County. There was a NOLO to a harassing phone call, and significant is the 2014 battery family violence and affray as well. In this case, it occurred March the 20th of 2026, so that was early in the morning hours at 415 Fairburn Road, Southwest Atlanta. And she committed the simple battery against April Jones by pushing her out of the front door and causing her to fall in the concrete. It appears that the parties are roommates, and during the course of time, the officers, when they came to the location, Miss Jones was able to determine that she'd had some items missing. And one of the missing items was a Breeze card that they were able to locate in Miss Glass's room. As a result of the pushing, she suffered a pain in her leg as a result of being pushed on the concrete. This is, the court does consider whether or not the person is a repeat offender and their likelihood of reoffending. And I certainly think in this particular case, from the court's history, the history that's been heard, that is the case. We would ask that a bond be set in the amount of $5,000 on the simple battery and $1,000 on the theft by taking. We are asking for a cash bond in this particular case based on all of her open cases and her significant violent history. And she's been put on probation previously for similar offenses, and she is not complying with probation at this particular time. We'd ask that she have no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, and certainly no firearms while out on bond. Thank you.
Is Ms. Jones present? Wishes to make a statement? I don't see Ms. Jones. Does anybody represent Ms. Glass, or is this a conflict too?
I don't have any representation. May I speak for myself?
I don't think you should, because the state is listening and may assess additional charges, because again, you have a right to remain silent. But
It was not, it was a conflict, Judge.
I don't think she was. Mr. Morrell
Miss-
represents her.
Yes, 1 second. Ms. Kim, did you speak with Ms. Glass?
I did. I apologize. I was interviewing somebody else right here. I apologize, but I
Okay.
have her. Yes, she is it my turn?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Yes.
Yes, it is. It is.
Yes. She is actually 32 years old, and Your Honor, well, she has two minor children, 9 years old and 12 years old, and she's currently enrolled in school for full time. It's a 6 weeks program for logistics, and she has done 4 weeks. She only has 2 more weeks left to graduate from that. She graduated from high school 2012, and she has an associate degree for criminal justice. And Your Honor, we do understand there was a little bit of history, but this is totally, she denies the allegation for theft by taking. She did not take any of that. And Your Honor, she's the one who has the bruises and swallowed things. She was dumped by them, and this was pure self-defense. She didn't have any chance to talk about her case. Those two people were like I mean, outsmarting them. I mean, they were basically like dominating the conversation. She had no chance to talk about her side of the story, and we would like to we ask for signature on bond, Your Honor. There is a camera that I'm gonna ask my investigator go get the copy of it, 1008, different apartment number, but they do have a security camera. It will show that my client was the one who was beaten up there.
All right, defendant's gonna receive a $2,000 surety bond, $1,000 on each count. She's to have no contact with the alleged victim, last name Jones, and stay away from that location. She can return one time with a member of law enforcement should she need to do so. She's to have no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons, and her case is going to state all purpose on the 2nd.
Your
Is there
Honor,
any additional?
can she at least do a sheriff 10% program?
I don't have,
No, I'm sorry, Ms. Kim, it's gonna stay as set. All right, best of luck to all concerned.
All right, let's got 27, Ms. Metley.
Ms. Medley, your case is 26 CR 001839G. You're charged with 2 counts of battery and 2 counts of simple battery. You understand your rights? All right, thank you, Ms. Hardy.
No history to report at this time.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Tucker.
Yes, Judge. We're asking for a $3,000 surety bond, $1,000 on each battery, and then $500 on each simple battery, with conditions no further contact with Trinity Chapman, and to stay away from the Atlanta Mission House at 655 Ethel Street in Atlanta. The facts of this case that did happen at this Atlanta Mission House. Both the defendant and the victim were shelter residents. The defendant left to go get some weed. When he came back, he was acting erratically, became verbally aggressive, accusing them of abandoning her. A verbal altercation ensued, during which time the defendant, unprovoked, struck Miss Chapman multiple times in the face and head and then dragged her to the ground. She did have visible bruising and swelling on her lips, forehead, and scalp. We were able to speak with Miss Chapman. She did confirm the events in the warrant. She said they were residents. She only knew him or her for a few days. She does want no further contact and a stay away from this location. So for the violence alleged, as well as victim contact, we're asking for that $3,000 total surety, no further contact, and stay away.
All right, thank you. I see Ms. Chapman on the line. If you wish to make a statement, Ms. Chapman, very quickly unmute, turn on your camera, and raise your right hand.
It's not letting me do the video while I'm trying to connect to the video. Okay, I see it. Yes, ma'am.
Do you swear or affirm testimony you give today be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, please come into view so we can see your entire face. What would you like to tell me?
I would like to say that even throughout the whole incident with her feeling like we abandoned her just to go to the store to get a Arizona, she was very intoxicated and she was high on her drugs or whatever at the moment. So with us trying to actually explain to her that we didn't abandon her, we literally just went across the street. Even when the whole incident happened with her beating me and dragging me to the ground, she was threatening my life and everything. So that's why I don't want no further contact with her. Like, I'm literally fearing for my life, even seeing her face right now. So that's all I have to say as a statement.
Thank
Alcohol is a hell of a drug.
you. I appreciate you making
You're
that statement.
welcome.
All right, Ms. Kim, does your client have a stable address?
Brother, not yet, but I gave her the list of housing resources so that way she can find another place and she will get a mailing address, free mailing service from First Presbyterian Church, 1328 Peachtree Street.
I'm concerned about sending her through pretrial if she doesn't have an address or, and this is not a type of offense that could go through the jail, Miss Kim.
I understand, but we asked for signature on bond. This is her first arrest ever, and she has no history whatsoever. And
How will she be able to report the pretrial?
she is planning to go to a military right now, and then I'm hoping that she will find some stable housing. Maybe we can ask her to provide housing resources and help her out with some stable housing.
I'm concerned we'll be sending her up to fail if I give her a signature bond through pretrial, Miss Kim. So that's my concern is she going to be able to report? Does she,
Yeah,
I understand she would have to check in to pretrial or else she'll end up right back here.
she has a car, so she can drive around.
All right. Defendant's going to receive a $4,000 signature bond through pretrial services, $1,000 on each count at level 1. She is to have no further contact with the alleged victim and stay away from that address on Ethel Street. She's to have no alcohol, drugs, or weapons. And I am going to ask that a social worker meet with her, but I won't make it a prerequisite for release. Is there anything additional?
Nothing further from defense, Your Honor.
All right. Best of luck to you, ma'am. That concludes your case for today. Who do we have next?
32, Mr. Mackey. Yeah, you fine, me. Pause that. Pause that.
I'm sorry, this is Mr. Ragland?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Ragland, your case is 26 CR 001822C. In this case, you're charged with possession of marijuana, criminal trespass, 2 counts of obstruction, and fair evasion. You understand your rights?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Ms. Hardy?
The last arrest was November 17th, 2025, out of Fulton for an FTA. There's 5 arrest cycles. They have appears to be open probation 25 SC 001802 for battery and 25 CR 007443C for criminal trespass. Nothing further to report.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Judge, we're asking for a $2,000 split bond. It's going to be 1,000 surety on the criminal trespass, 500 on each of the 2 obstruction charges. And then for the fair evasion and the possession of marijuana, we're okay with a signature bond through the jail in those cases. But considering this defendant had a permanent ban from all MARTA stations, he was found pushing through the fair gate to get in there. And then when officers attempted to detain him, he ran away from both officers, had to be taken to the ground in order to effect the arrest. And even down on the ground, he struggled, pulling his arms away and fighting. So for those reasons, we're asking for the 2,000, 1,000 on the criminal trespass, 500 on each obstruction, and then just a signature bond through the jail for the fair evasion and the possession of marijuana. Oh, a search incident to arrest found a small bag of marijuana on him.
Why do they always get crazy at the MARTA station? Leave the MARTA station alone.
All right, thank you. Ms. Kim?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Ragland is 25 years young. He was born and raised here in Georgia, Your Honor. He does have a good housing resources. He graduated from high school 2019, and yet at this point, he has been unemployed for the last 5 months. He has been trying to find a job. However, it has been very difficult. So he has no financial resources to make any kind of bond. At this point, we ask for signature on bond for all charges, Your Honor.
Okay, defendant is going to receive a $25 split bond. It's going to be $5 signature through the jail on count 1, the marijuana, $5 cash on the criminal trespass, $5 signature through the jail on the fare evasion, and $5 on each obstruction for the total of 5, 10, 15. I have to do my math. The total of the 25 split. So he's got to make bond on $15. Is there anything additional from the state of defense? And he's also to stay away, comply with all MARTA restrictions, have no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, and he is going to all purpose in light of that split bond.
Not only did she say $25, but he only needs to make 15 of that, because 10 of it is going to be signature bond. That's I guess that's them doing realistic bonds for people's financial circumstances, but I personally don't think that's how bonds should work. I think if you can't make your bond, you can't make your bond. But bonds should be based on your criminal charges, not on your ability to pay them.
Just what was the $5 cash on? Number 2 and what?
$5 cash on everything except the fare evasion and the possession. Those two go through the jail.
You good?
Okay, thank you.
We go number 33, Mr. Sands.
Okay, Mr. Sands, your case is 26CR001849H. You're charged with criminal trespass and damage to property, and then just criminal trespass. You understand your rights?
Yes.
All right, thank you, Ms. Hardy.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, what position is this?
It's 33.
Okay, no history to report for this defendant.
All right, thank you, Ms. Tucker.
Yes, Judge. We're asking for a $3,000 good bond on count 1 and another $3,000 good bond on count 2 for a total of $6,000 with conditions no further contact with Jimena Guerra and to stay away from 4554 Kent Road in Fulton County. The facts allege there was an argument over social media, which led to this defendant coming to her home uninvited. She told him she no longer wanted to be in a relationship with him and refused to open the front door. So he went to the back, broke the window with a rock, forced his way inside, and took her back to his home. His blood was in her home on her bathroom door due to him breaking in. This victim is a minor. We did speak with her sister who was there.
That's kidnapping. That's kidnapping all the way.
Her sister said that he kidnapped her, that he pulled her hair, threw her to the ground, and strangled her. So we are following up with her. We've got our victim advocate has a meeting with her at 4 o'clock to see if there should be felony charges in this case. Currently, it's just charged with criminal trespass for being there uninvited and criminal trespass damage for breaking through the window. But we are taking this case very seriously, which is the reason for that $6,000 total good bond. Absolutely no further contact with Jimena Guerra and to stay away from this location.
All right, thank you. Is Ms. Jimena Guerra present and wishes to make a statement? Or Guerrera, maybe?
She was at school today, so I
Okay.
doubt she'd be here.
Any relative? She's a minor child, so was there any relative for that party?
So the sister is Nayla Martinez. That's who we spoke with. I'm not sure if she's here today, if we could sound for her.
She present? Okay, hearing none. Ms. Kim?
Your Honor, Mr. Sands is only 8 years young, Your Honor, and he's still in school. He is 12th grade.
Quit saying that 18 years young, 20 years young, 30 years young. That annoys the hell out of me. They are grown adults and they're making terrible life decisions. They're screwing up their lives, and in the process screwing up everyone else's life. Knock it off. Grow up.
And he's about to graduate this year. I really, really ask for a signature on bond. Have mercy on him. This is his first arrest ever. He is residing with his roommates. I believe his mother is online to support him. He's not a flight risk. He's gonna be here, coming out to take care of this matter, and he will stay away from her. And he has no objections to have no contact, stay away, completely fine with him. That's all, Your Honor.
All right, defendant's gonna receive a $2,000 surety bond, $1,500 on count 1, $500 on count 2. He's to have no contact whatsoever with the alleged victim in this case and stay away from that location. He's to have no alcohol, no drugs or weapons, and his case will be revisited on April the 2nd SAP calendar. Is there anything additional?
Your Honor, can it be at least therefore sheriff's 10% program? This is his first arrest.
All right, I will allow this one to go to the sheriff's 10%.
Can somebody give me the stay away address and the name of the person again to no further contact with?
Can we chat it to Miss Lewis, please, Miss Tucker?
Yes, I will.
All right, best of luck to you, sir. Who do we have next?
We're doing number 7, Mr. Buford. Okay.
Good afternoon, Mr. Buford. Your case is 26 CR 001835Y. You're charged with battery in a public vehicle or train or transit station. You understand your rights?
Good afternoon, y'all.
All right, good afternoon. You understand your rights? All right, thank you. Ms. Hardy?
Last arrest was December the 12th, 2025 out of Fulton for possession of methamphetamine, possession of Schedule 1 controlled substance. That case is open under 25 PI 010134. There are 40 arrest cycles in Georgia. There was a 2024 misdemeanor conviction for simple battery and simple assault, a 2023 battery, family violence, criminal trespass, 2022 simple battery on public transit. There is, I'm sorry, Your Honor, a felony conviction in 2023 for theft by taking. Appears to be two open cases for two open probation cases for battery. Nothing further to report.
All right, thank you. Ms. Evans-Battle?
Yes, this occurred March the 18th of 2026 at 3800 East Main Street in College Park. It appeared that he was on public transit, a bus, and he there must have been some argument, appeared to be an argument that occurred on the bus. When they got off the bus, he pushed the victim, Jackie Wilson, and Mr. Wilson hit his head. He fell backwards onto the bus, side of the bus, and there was a contusion to his head. He had to be transported to the hospital as a result of this. And the courts heard the significant 41 cycle history that he has, which includes a history of weapons and violence and repeated offenses. So the state is concerned, and we would ask that a bond be set as a cash bond in this amount. We're asking for a $2,500 cash bond at this time, that he have no alcohol, drugs, or weapons while out on bond, and I have no further contact with Jackie Wilson. We'd also ask that comply with any MARTA suspensions that may take place as a result of this incident.
40 arrests. Isn't there a probation that can be revoked or something to keep this guy in? He is clearly incapable of regulating his emotional mental state. Someone like that is just chronically violent needs to be removed from society.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, is Mr. Wilson present and wishes to make a statement? Hearing and seeing none, Mr. Merrill?
Yes. Before us is Mr. Dante Buford, Your Honor. He's 41 years of age. Your Honor, he is a lifelong resident, so he doesn't pose a significant risk of fleeing from a jurisdiction, even with 40 cycles, Your Honor. You didn't hear that he was a multi-state offender, nor did you hear that he has a number of FTAs or even violations of probations to that extent, Your Honor. He also has a valid address out of Decatur, Your Honor, right next door to our jurisdiction. He also has a child that is on the way, which I mentioned this because it shows that he would maintain his residence in Fulton County. I mean, not Fulton County, in our state and in our metro area because he does have to provide for his child. Not only that, his 6 year old actually stays with him. Um, be as it may, he does have a high school education. He does landscaping on the side. So if he is able to release, he will get back to doing his contractual obligations, Your Honor. We believe this is going to be a case of self-defense, Your Honor. My client purports that he was defending himself and that Mr. Jackie Wilson wasn't alone on the bus. There was an accidental bump that happened, and then there was the between the men there was the fight that had ensued, Your Honor. Given that I know you're concerned with his history, especially with the batteries, but even if you do have a battery conviction, it doesn't exempt you from being able to defend yourself. It was a crowded bus, Your Honor, and so like as indicated, my client purports that it was an accidental bump, and then the men that was with Jackie Wilson engaged into this fight with Mr. Buford, and then that is where, as they were off the bus, getting off the bus, that is where the police has based their basis for probable cause for Mr. Jackie Wilson, but it was a part of this whole melee with Mr. Buford. And so I would ask that the bond is set no higher than a $1,000 surety bond.
It was a bump. It was just simply a bump, an accidental bump that sent someone to the hospital for a contusion to their head.
A $2,500 cash bond for someone who is working as a landscaping is practically a no bond for him, Your Honor. And as we know, misdemeanors in our great state of Georgia the defendant is entitled to have a bond. A $2,500 cash bond is virtually a no bond status for him.
All right, defendant's gonna receive a $2,500 surety bond. He's to have no contact with Mr. Wilson, have no alcohol, drugs, weapons, and comply with any MARTA restrictions. His case will be reset to state all purpose on April the 2nd. Is there anything additional?
Nothing further from the defense.
All right, best of luck to you, sir. That concludes your case for today.
All right, then number 9, Mr. Campbell.
Mr. Campbell, your case is 26 CR 001774A. You're charged with criminal trespass, simple battery against an officer, 2 counts of terroristic threats and acts, and 1 count of obstruction. You understand your rights?
Ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Hardy.
The last arrest was December the 5th, 2025, out of DeKalb for criminal trespass and obstruction. There are 3 cycles out of Georgia, 2 out of Texas, 6 out of Arkansas, 1 out of Nevada, and 2 out of Louisiana. There appears to be a hold out of Pine Bluff, Arkansas for an FTA. The date of that warrant is October 30th, 2019. There's a felony conviction out of Arkansas for aggravated assault in 2008. 2025 out of DeKalb, there's a criminal trespass. Nothing further to report.
Thank you. Whose case is this for the state? Number 9?
Ms. Battle?
You're muted. We can't hear you.
I can look it up.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were speaking on camera. That's why I said your name.
No, I don't have the case. I didn't work up the case, but I can.
Ms. Tucker, is this yours?
I tried to send her a message.
No, Judge, I don't recognize this case.
Is that Campbell?
Yes, number 9.
Yes. Incident location is at 276 Memorial.
I will have to look through Odyssey for this particular case.
Was it a reset?
No, I don't think so. He was arrested on 3/17. Oh, well. He was arrested on 3/17, which is the date of the incident. I didn't see a reset, but it possibly, I just kind of go through it.
Has he been in jail for this for 4 days?
Yes.
Nobody's willing to take him. Nobody wants to admit that he's their client.
Let me see.
Was he reset medically or anything? Was it? I'm trying to understand if we have another
Yeah, this
issue.
was a reset from Wednesday counter, Judge.
What was the reason we reset him? Just he refused to come?
I do not have that answer.
Does anyone know?
Medical.
Oh, reset medical. Thank you. That's what I need to know.
Okay, I pulled up my notes from Wednesday and I can speak on this bond.
All
Thank
right, please proceed, Ms. Tucker.
Yes, Judge. So we're gonna ask for 500 good on the criminal trespass, 1,000 good on the simple battery, 500 on the terroristic threats, and 500 on the second terroristic threats, and 500 on the obstruction with a stay away from 276 Memorial Drive in Atlanta. We're also requesting a social worker visit for him. That did total up to 3,000. In this incident, officers were already in the area looking for a wanted person. They came across this defendant trespassing. They asked him to leave and he refused. So they attempted to take him into custody. He spit in the face of Officer Knupp. He threatened, "I'm going to blow your head off," to Sergeant Delane. And he also threatened, "When I see you in the streets, I'm going to shoot your ass," to Officer Goodson. He had to be tased into compliance. So I think there are some issues here. I'm not sure if it's MH issues, if it's alcohol or drug issues, but we do believe there's a risk of flight, a risk of reoffense. So we're asking for that $3,000 total bond with a social worker visit.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Morrell?
Before us is Mr. Lucas Campbell, Your Honor. He's been living in Georgia for over 4 years. I am showing that we do need to update his address in the system. He does have actually a Fulton County address with a zip code out of 30318, so that's probably like Metro Atlanta, downtown-ish.
Not if Judge Manning gets a word of him. He'll be kicked out of Fulton County. He won't even be able to tie his shoes there.
Be as it may, he does have two children, a 17 and a 21-year-old. He does have some culinary arts college education, Your Honor. And so, in this particular case, that's concerning for the defense, Your Honor, is that it begins with Mr. Campbell just sitting on the ground. While the warrant does say that they were looking for a wanted person, it does not say that they were looking for Mr. Campbell. It doesn't even describe him as like a bolo or be on the lookout for Mr. Campbell. Doesn't say they were looking for a black man, white man, short man sitting on the ground. It's very concerning that the police then just walked up to him. There's no indication that he was trespassing from my understanding, from the owners of the location at the 276 Memorial. He simply was just sitting on the ground, in which the police then approached our client. Your Honor, of course, when he gets to his trial courtroom, we will file the motion and hash that portion out once we get more discovery, etc. To this extent, these charges, I do believe all of them are eligible for a signature bond. I would ask for a signature bond to be given, and it can include the pretrial. Your Honor, I don't have any indication from speaking with my client that he has mental health, disabilities, issues, Your Honor. So I would just ask that a signature bond is given if you're not inclined to give a signature bond, particularly as it pertains to the simple battery against a police officer. I would ask that a bond is set no higher than $100 bond, Your Honor. I can imagine that if one was just sitting on the ground and the police approach you, and that you may have some resistance to the police and feel like they're messing with you. And that's just the lived nature of everyday people in society, Your Honor. Nothing further from the defense.
All right, defendant's gonna receive a $1,500 surety bond. It'll be $250 on each count, with the exception of the simple battery against an officer. That will be $500. So that should be the total of $1,500. Was there a stay away, Ms. Tucker? What was the stay away? Because there's a trespass. He's to stay away from that location, have no alcohol, drugs, or weapons, and he'll be reset to all purpose on the 2nd. What was the address, Ms. Tucker?
Yes.
Oh, 276 Memorial Drive. He needs to stay
Yes.
away from that location. And there's nothing medical there, correct?
No.
All right. Best of luck to that gentleman. Who do we have next?
All right, then number 19, Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Johnson, your case is 26 CR 001844A. You're charged with battery, simple assault, 2 counts. Do you understand your rights?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Ms. Hardy?
The last arrest was May 9th, 2025, out of Spalding for a probation violation. There are 4 cycles out of Georgia, 22 out of Florida, 2 out of Louisiana. There's a 2024 felony conviction for aggravated assault, a 2013 obstruction felony, a 2000 possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of marijuana, battery of law enforcement. There's a 2024 battery family violence out of Clayton. Nothing further to report.
Thank you. Ms. Evans-Bound?
Yes, Your Honor, and I had a 2023 FTA, so it's within the last 5 years. Whereas in March of 18th of 2026, the officers went to an information for officer fight call in reference to something that was occurring on the MARTA train. It appeared that the victims in this particular case are Jamarian Byram and Kamal Haith, last name spelled Haith. It appeared they boarded MARTA train and that Mr. Johnson approached them after noticing they believed that they were gay and began making flirtatious remarks. They both indicated they wanted Mr. Johnson to leave them alone, but he continued making comments, attempting to engage with them. They attempted to distance themselves on the train by moving to a different location. While on the train, he followed them and would not leave them alone. Once they got off the train, he followed them, continuing to make comments to them. They picked up their pace. They ran from him just to get away from him and ran into a bar asking for help because he was chasing behind them. The bar owner put all 3 of them out of the location, and then Mr. Johnson continued to chase them.
So was he mad they were gay or mad that they weren't? I'm confused. Was he hitting on them or attacking them? I genuinely don't know what his angle was here. He thought they were gay, so he tried to engage with them. They didn't want anything to do with him, and so he advanced his behavior. That doesn't make any sense.
Mr. Bynum has asthma and he could no longer run. And at that point, Mr. Johnson caught up with him and hit him, striking him, they believe, with an object, maybe a knife or something, in which he had in his hand. And as a result of that, he indicated that he had injuries, that he had knocked him out and he lost consciousness, that he was able to regain consciousness. It appears that Mr. Haith came over and pulled Mr. Johnson off of him. They were near the Mercedes Stadium and Home Depot from the Vine City Station location. We would ask in this particular case, in light of his significant charges of aggravated batteries and assaults and the fact that he has offenses out of multiple states, the Florida, Louisiana, Texas, besides Georgia, that we're asking for a $5,000 bond on the battery. And as to the 2 simple assaults, we're asking for $5,000 as well. We are asking that this be a surety bond in consideration of all that the court has heard, that there is no further contact with the victims in this case, that he has no alcohol, drugs, weapons, and that he has no firearms. And I'm not sure if Mr. Jamarian is on. I know that we did speak with him earlier. And he, of course, wanted to make, she indicated that his lip is busted and his face is still swollen, and that he wanted to have no further contact with them. We are asking that as a result of this incident, if there are any MARTA suspensions as well, that he comply with those suspensions. Thank you.
All
Ms.
right,
Battle, is
hold
your
on one
total?
second.
Oh, sorry.
1 second. Let's sound for those parties before I forget their name. The last name was what? Bynum and Hayes?
Mhm.
Are either of those parties present? Okay. Ms. Evans Battle, will you clarify the amount? I believe that's what Ms. Merrill wanted to know.
Correct.
It's like 15, I don't know what I said, but it's 5,000 for each count is what I have, which would be a 15,000 surety bond at this time. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Merrill.
Yes. So before us is Mr. Kenneth Johnson, Your Honor. He is 45 years old, Your Honor. He's been living in Georgia for 12 years. He does have a valid address out of Jonesboro, Your Honor. He does not have any children, does not present with any disabilities, mental health, or even substance abuse. He does work as a maintenance man, putting up doors, ceiling fans, and landscaping. So he does. And he also has a certified, his professional certifications is in carpentry, which goes along with his maintenance, his job as a handyman.
Okay, so no mental health issues, no substance abuse issues, no alcohol issues. So he's just naturally a jerk. I'm sorry. Acting that way points to something mental going on. Normal people don't chase random strangers down the street for no reason and terrorize communities for no reason. There's clearly something wrong with the man.
And a master laborer, Your Honor. As it pertains to this case, Your Honor, I know you're concerned about the criminal history of my client, especially he also has um, a 2023 FTA, which is just one, Your Honor. But it is our client's position that Mr. Jamarian Bynum. Well, let me first begin by Mr. Kenneth Johnson vehemently denies that these circumstances has anything to do with homophobia. He is not anything has to do with two same gender loving men engaging in any kind of acts that created this whole circumstances, Your Honor. In fact, Mr. Johnson purports that Mr. Bynum actually snatched his wallet and they took off running. And when they went to the bar, it was Mr. Johnson who was saying, please help him, because inside of his wallet included not only his social security card, had his birth certificate, he had other important documents. And that is where the whole chase is, and which is gives reason to why a bar, if they hear somebody saying help and you have another person saying this incident happened, why the bar would simply say, all of you all just get out due to the chaos. I can't imagine if you just only have one party saying this man is chasing me and all the things is happening, and that the bar would not be a safe haven for them. I do believe that Mr. Johnson, he indicated that he has called the police. I know we're not down the line where we're looking at the discovery, but I do believe that that would also come out, Your Honor. And so I would ask that despite my client's criminal history, and just based off of my client's position in comparison to the state's position, I would ask that a bond is set no higher than a $1,000 surety bond. I understand that the battery can't go through a signature bond, so I would ask for a 1,000 to give him a fighting chance for his supportive system to be able to pay the bond.
Just briefly,
very briefly, I think I understand what's happened, Ms. Evans Battle, but go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor, because Mr. Johnson indicated to police at the time that the victims had firearm and were trying to rob him, and the police were, searched the parties, and that was not the situation at all. And in fact, Mr. Johnson's history includes a series of robberies and assaults out of Florida, and he is considered a criminal, a career criminal that has to register in the state of Florida if he's there. So, and his history of theft. So, in light of that, it may have been a situation where it was the other way around, but in either instance, that really, I would hope, give the court pause in the bond, especially since I know he says he has an address in Jonesboro, but he also has a lengthy history in Florida with those 22 cycles. Thank you.
And
All
Your
right,
Honor, if I
defendant,
just may respond very briefly to that, Your Honor.
go ahead.
Your Honor, despite that my client may have a history, Miss Battle knows that you can't use an improper character evidence against my client if this case goes down further line. She's trying to use it as a propensity of that he's done it before. This is what he will do. That was that argument. She knows that that particular argument wouldn't fly down the road.
What? But if he has been a violent criminal so many times before, it kind of makes you think that he may be a violent criminal still. How is that an inappropriate argument? Why can't that argument be used? Because I happen to think it's quite valid. But what do I know?
Your Honor, even be as it may, even if he did have a history, and his defense is that someone has stole something from him, he has a right to try to be able to retrieve those items. Now, as far as the police searching, we've all seen police reports where they say, "Oh, I didn't see this," but then when we look at the discovery, we find otherwise contrary evidence. Of course, we're not here to hash out all of the evidentiary issues, etc.
Not.
And so I would just ask that the bond is set to give Mr. Kenneth Johnson ability to actually get out of jail, Your Honor. Nothing further.
All right, Ms. Evans Powell and Mr. Merrill are going to write a joint law review article about the merits of this. Defendant is going to receive a $3,000 surety bond, $1,000 on each count. He's to have no contact with either of the alleged victims. If Marta has any restrictions, which does not seem likely, but if they do, he needs to comply with those. Have no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons, and his case will be reset to state all purpose on April the 2nd. Best of luck to you, sir. That concludes your case for today. Who do we have next?
Number 20, Ms. Jones.
I'm sorry, I'm very hungry. I haven't eaten today.
No, I understand.
Mr. Jones, your case is 26 CR 001845F. You're charged with simple assault, family violence, and simple battery, family violence. You understand your rights?
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Hardy.
Last arrest was November 25th, 2024, out of Cobb for simple battery and criminal trespass. There are 2 arrest cycles, arrests out of Georgia and Virginia. There's a felony conviction out of Virginia in 2023 for possession of Schedule 1 or 2 controlled substance with intent. Nothing further to report.
Thank you. Ms. Evans Battle.
Yes, Your Honor, this incident happened March the 19th at 777 Memorial Drive Southeast. It appears that they were in an Airbnb in which they had rented. They are out of Oregon, is my understanding from the warrant anyway.
Oregon. It's Oregon.
He became upset. He started pushing her around. He told her he was going to beat her ass. And
She probably mispronounced Oregon and said Oregon. It's okay. I used to make the same mistake. Auntie M set me straight. I'm no longer allowed to pronounce it incorrectly. And I have to advocate for the correct pronunciation of Oregon.
she is the victim in the Cobb County case in which the pretrial services mentioned. It was the same type of circumstances as this one. We are asking in this particular case, with that case that's out of Cobb County, for a $3,500 surety bond as to that case. So it would be a $2,000 on the simple battery and $1,500 on the simple assault. There's no connection with Georgia. We ask that they have no further contact with Jessie Parker, who is the victim in this case. She's removed her property from the Airbnb, so that would not be an issue. And I know she also was in contact with our office as well. And she just wanted no further contact. He knows where she lives. Otherwise, and she doesn't want him to come to her location either. Thank you.
All right, is that you, Ms. Parker? I am gonna need you to remove your bonnet. I am gonna need you to remove your bonnet if you're gonna testify today. You are in court. Please remove your bonnet.
Well, I think she froze.
Okay.
Ms. Parker?
I'm sorry, I was in the middle of doing my. Can y'all see me?
No.
No, you're
Hello?
frozen. You're
Hello?
frozen.
Ms. Parker, we can
Hello?
hear you. We can't see you.
Can y'all see me now?
It's frozen.
Okay. Let me.
All right, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
All right, what would you like to tell me?
I want to say that he stays here in Atlanta, and I'm from Oregon. Um, I did go to his Airbnb, and he took my iPad and was going through my iPad and seeing that I was talking to other men. So he wouldn't give me my iPad back, so I threw his phone. His phone is broken. And then that's when he broke my phone and pushed me and threw me out the Airbnb.
So I'm assuming you don't wish
I'm
to have
not,
contact. Do you
Your
wish
Honor,
to
I'm
have
not looking
contact?
for no,
Go ahead. Do you
no,
wish to have
no, I don't,
contact with him? And do you fear?
no, I don't
And do
want,
you
I don't
fear for
want
your
no
safety?
contact. I'm not fearing for my safety. I'm leaving
And
here.
okay,
I'm
I
leaving
appreciate you coming to
Georgia.
court to make that statement.
Okay.
All right, I
You're
appreciate you
welcome.
coming to court to make the statement. Thank you, Mr. Merrill.
Yes, Your Honor. Before us is Cody Jones. He is 25 years old, Your Honor. He has a lifelong residence here in Georgia. He also has a valid address out of Atlanta, Georgia. As my indication, when I spoke with Miss Jessie Parker prior to our hearing, she will be leaving the state of Georgia, going back to her residence. I'm not sure if it's in Oregon, but I know it's not in the state of Georgia.
Yeah, we call that fleeing because just like that first case that had the woman who entered the house and the man removed her and he got arrested for it. Well, here we have a girl admitting she threw and broke his phone and he gets arrested for it. I am so confused, Georgia.
Be as it may, Your Honors, he does have some college. He does have where he studied nursing, CNA, Your Honor. He doesn't present with any mental health or substance abuse, Your Honor. He does have a job, Your Honor, and so if he was released, he would be able to get back to work. He does have family ties that is supportive, including his sister and his mother. I do understand that he did have in his criminal history a simple battery, Your Honor. I would ask that the bond is set no higher than $100, Your Honor. Mr. Jesse Parker, his mother indicated that they do have financial restraints, Your Honor. Um, And Mr. Jesse Park, I'm sorry, I keep saying Mr. Jesse Park. I meant to be saying Mr. Cody Jones. Mr. Cody Jones, part of his income include being going into fashion, getting into the fashion world, and so he does have contractual stylist income, Your Honor. But however, the savings is not quite right for a high bond, Your Honor. And as well as Miss Parker, when I spoke with her, she indicated that she's not opposed to his release, and she indicated she would be leaving. So I would be asking for a bond as low as $100, as you hear. There is a simple song that may be some mutual situations that was happening between Miss Parker and Miss Jones. Nothing further.
All right, defendant will receive a $500, $1,500 surety bond. It'll be 500 on count one, 1,000 on count two. He's to have absolutely no contact whatsoever with Miss Parker, whether through social media, phone, text, no contact at all. I am not going to do the stay away based upon the information that she will be removing herself. And he's to have no alcohol, no drugs, no weapons. This case will be reset to state all purpose on April the 2nd. Is there anything additional?
Nothing further from the defense.
No, Your Honor.
All right. Best of luck to all parties concerned. I am going to relinquish my seat to Judge Law. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful afternoon. Judge Law will take over from here. Bye-bye.
Have a good day.
Thank you,
Thank
Judge
you, Judge
Rogers.
Law. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. Good to see you.
Thank you. All right, good afternoon, folks. My name is Judge Law, and I'll continue with the C calendar. Courtroom 2 or ACDC, whoever is next.
Yeah, 22, Mr. Larimore.
Larimore is also a conflict case, Your Honor, but we don't have a conflict attorney, Your Honor.
All right. Is there a conflict counsel on Zoom by any chance?
Is not available.
We do not have any conflict attorney, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm sorry, Ms. Kim, you said he needs a conflict counsel. Is that what you said?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
He is a conflict with the Office of the Public Defender's Office.
Okay. This is case 26 CR 1846B. State Mrs. Deshawn Larimore, accused of battery, family violence, and simple battery, family violence. Mr. Larimore, you have a right to remain silent. Anything you choose to say can and will be used against you. You have a right to an attorney, and if you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to represent you. Presently, I'm going to appoint, I'm going to give you a couple. Yeah.
Excuse me, Judge. Ms. McLeod is already appointed to him on his previous cases that he have. So this will be Ms. McLeod's case.
Ms. McLeod? Okay. Then I will appoint Ms. Maureen McLeod to represent you. Mr. Larimore, the only thing I want to ask you today is, do you want me to address your case today without your attorney being present, or would you like me to address it tomorrow when she will be present?
You can do it today.
All right. Ms. Hardy, any priors?
Yes, Your Honor. The last arrest was July 24th, 2025 out of Fayette County for a misdemeanor CWAC charge. There are 2 cycles in Georgia. There's an open battery family violence under 25 CR 002074B. Pretrial is supervising them on that, so we'll be surrendering that bond today. There also appears to be a holdout of Decatur on an assault case, and the date of that is March the 12th, 2026. Nothing further.
Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Judge. We're asking for a $6,000 cash bond in this case, $4,000 cash on the battery family violence and $2,000 cash on the simple battery family violence, with conditions no further contact with Tamara Coverson and to stay away from her residence. You did hear that open battery family violence case, it's against the same victim. It's battery family violence and battery against a female who is pregnant. He got a $6,000 SOB in that bond from Judge Morrow, and we have filed a motion to revoke bond, which
Oh, he's an SOB, all right.
we can address at SAP. As well as, while out on that bond, and not only did he reoffend in this case, but reoffended in Decatur for an assault case. And the facts of this case allege that The victim woke her up while she was sleeping inside his residence. He stated she was trespassing, so he pushed her out the door so hard, causing her to hit the door. She had lacerations on her lips, caused by hitting the door frame. So not only does he have a history of battery family violence against this victim, he's got a history everywhere. So we believe the risk of reoffense is very high. We're asking for that $6,000 cash only bond with no further contact. And we don't have the address of her residence, but we would ask for him to stay away from her residence. If he has no contact, has to stay 2,000 yards away from her, that should be fine.
What was the incident location of this January 9th event?
Drive in Atlanta.
And is that where he lives?
That's my understanding. We did speak with her. She says they do not live together currently. They did live together during the 2025 CR case, but they're currently not living together.
Right. I see a Tamara on Zoom. If you please unmute and start your video if you are Tamara Corverson. Did Tamara leave? Okay. Since Mr. Larimore, I'm going to actually set a bond right now on the battery family violence. It's going to be 6,000. On the simple battery, it's going to be 4,000. This is going to be a $10,000 surety bond to have no further contact with Tamara Corverson. And unfortunately, your signature bond from your prior case is going to be surrendered. I'm going to reset this to tomorrow. I believe I'm going to be covering the calendar. And we're going to reset it to C calendar for Ms. McLeod to appear to put in her 2 cents worth. Thank you. Who should we begin with, Deputy Knowlton?
Next is position 28, Ms. Penagill.
Wait, I couldn't hear. Oh, position 28. Got it.
28.
I'm sorry, did somebody have, someone couldn't get to what?
No, at first I couldn't hear the name, but I heard position. I know she's talking about Miss Caroline. I'm ready.
Ms. Caroline Alejandra Penagill, I don't mean any disrespect, but do you speak English?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Case is 26 CR 1816Y. She has 3 misdemeanor charges stemming from a March 18th, 2026 incident. The charges are 2 counts of battery family violence and 1 count of simple battery family violence. Ms. Penagill, you've been advised of your rights, and your attorney is Mr. Merrill. Any crimes, Ms. Hart?
The last arrest was April 25th, 2023, out of Decatur for possession of marijuana. That is their only arrest cycle. Nothing further to report.
Right. Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Judge. We'd be asking for a $1,500 good bond on each of the battery family violence charges and $500 on the simple battery family violence. I believe that totals $3,500 with conditions no further contact with Justin Fambro and to stay away from 5 Burbank Drive in Atlanta. The facts alleged that the defendant and her ex-boyfriend, Mr. Fambro, had just broken up, but still living together. She saw some things on his phone. She thought he was cheating. So she admitted to breaking televisions, breaking a switch, breaking a property, admitted there was an altercation. But when the officers got there, they observed only visible injuries consistent with defensive wounds on Miss or Mr. Fambro, and Miss Penagill did not have any injuries. We did speak with this victim. He did confirm the events in the warrant. He says there's been previous verbal and physical altercations, but not to this extent before. Some of those incidents were not reported to police. He's in the process of filing for a TPO against her. He said he's lost his job. He wants no further contact and a stay away. Due to him losing his job, he needs her to finish paying this half of the month's rent, but after that, he wants her to absolutely stay away.
Justin Fambro, you're on Zoom. Would you please chime in by switching your video on and unmuting?
Yes, I'm right here.
All right, Mr. Vanbrook, please raise your right hand.
I don't really want to testify anything like that. Like,
All right.
yeah.
I just want to know whether you agree with what the prosecutor has just said.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, put your drink down. All right, that's all I needed to know. You can switch your video off and unmute your screen if you don't want to chime in. Thank you. Mr. Merrill?
Yes, Your Honor. So before us is Miss Carolina. I'm sorry, not Carolina. Sorry about that. Miss Caroline. And she is 25 years old, Your Honor. She's a lifelong resident. She actually has a valid address out of Lawrenceville, Georgia, which is where she would live with her mother, Your Honor. She doesn't have any children. She's actually in school. She's studying psychology. She's in her junior year, Your Honor. She doesn't have any disabilities, no mental health, no needs for drugs or alcohol, Your Honor. She is currently, I mean, while in school, she is a research assistant, Your Honor. Um, Your Honor, I do believe I did see her mom online earlier. Oh, no, she's on here. Miss Anna Gill. She has a kind of a burgundy hair picture on the Zoom if you see her. Your Honor, my client is reporting that this was operating in self-defense. She proffers that Mr. Fambro was choking her. She does indicate that she did went to Grady once the police have arrived, and that now she is purporting now if she is examined, you will see the bruises is on her legs, right shoulder, chin, and throat, left forearm, and even scratches on her stomach. Your Honor, of course, I'm going to have my investigator come out to preserve those injuries by having photographs done while she's in custody, etc., so that we doesn't lose that evidence, Your Honor. Be as it may, given that she only has one cycle, I understand that it's family battery. I would ask that the bond is set no higher than $300. $100 on each charge. I understand family violence cannot go through a signature bond, Your Honor. I do know that the family has limited means. Even Ms. Anna indicated that they are having financial constraints. And then as far as Ms. Caroline, she's a full-time student. As you know, they don't have much money in their bank account stored away. Be as it may, I also spoke with Mr. Justin. Mr. Justin, who was present on the Zoom, also indicated that he doesn't want her to be detained. He's okay with her being released, Your Honor. He said he just basically he said that he was just okay with the no contact, but he doesn't want her to be detained. And he also indicated that he's not afraid of her. I understand that the state said he may be pursuing a TPO, but I can only proffer what he indicated to me, which is when I spoke to him prior to this hearing, that he wants her to be released. And so to effectuate that release, I'm asking for a low bond because of this college student. One too many absence keeping her in custody could jeopardize her standing in her college, in her studies at her college. Nothing further from the defense. And then, of course, if you want to hear from her mother as far as support of nature, she is present on the Zoom to be able to speak with you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Merrill. On count one is going to be 1,500. Count two is going to be 1,000. Count three is going to be 500. This is a signature bond through pretrial services level 1. And this is going to be for a 12-month monitoring. While you report to pretrial services once a month, Ms. Penegill, you will complete 6 anger awareness classes, which means that you must complete all these classes through pretrial services.
Maybe they should make these anger awareness classes part of the public school curriculum or something. I mean that for all over. They seem to be necessary.
Within the 12-month period, at all times, whether you're being monitored by pretrial or not, you are to have no further contact with Mr. Justin Fambro and stay away from the 5 Burbank Drive, Atlanta, Georgia location. You're allowed to visit the Burbank Drive location one time only with a police officer. You must have a police officer escort you if you want to go visit that location to retrieve your personal belongings. That visit cannot exceed 1 hour. After that, you have to stay away from the location and have no contact with Mr. Fambro. If Mr. Fambro initiates contact with you, you are to decline any such contact because all it will end up doing is having your bond revoked and you being back in jail. Do you understand? Report to pretrial once a month. Do not get arrested again and comply with your conditions. Thank you.
Your Honor, what was
Just
the signature bond amount was?
Yes, signature bond for pretrial level 1.
What was the total amount?
Oh,
The dollar
3,000.
amount. Thank you.
1,500 count 1, 1,000 count 2, and 500 count 3.
oh, Miss Caroline's leaving. Miss Milton, I'm gonna call over when I finish the last one. If you could just hold Miss Caroline for me.
Ms. Bailey, position number 2.
Kiona Simone Daly is accused of disorderly conduct, simple assault, and simple battery from September 21st of last year. Her case number is 26 CR 1812D. Ms. Bailey, you've been advised of your rights. Your priors are?
No history to report at this time.
All right. Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Judge. Despite no history, these facts are very alarming. So we are asking for a $2,500 good bond on the simple assault, $1,500 good on the simple battery, and a $500 good bond on the disorderly conduct for a total of $4,500, as well as to have no further contact with Croydon Collins. This defendant came to where her ex-boyfriend, Mr. Collins, was working at the Walmart at 835 MLK Drive. She entered the employee-only area and was seen on surveillance video grabbing and pushing him. She also reached into her purse and pulled out a firearm. She did keep it by her side. She did not use it offensively. As the victim exited the store, she kept following him. Officers approached her in the parking lot, did secure the weapon, and right in front of the officer, she even slapped him in the face. They had dated, they never lived together, did not have children. We did speak with him. He confirmed the events in the warrant. He has not seen her since this incident, and he does not work at that location anymore. So he's okay with no further violent contact, but it sounds like there's no contact, no need for there to be any contact. So
He doesn't work there anymore. Shocking. When someone comes into your employment, goes into the employee only area, and escorts you out with a firearm, then slaps you in front of the police, that's kind of behavior that the employer might frown upon. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't lose his job for this incident.
We're still asking for no further contact and that $4,500 total good bond.
Mr. Collins, are you on Zoom? If you want to chime in. Mr. Merrill?
Yes, Your Honor. Before us is Miss Kiana Bailey, Your Honor. She's 25 years old. She's a lifelong resident of Georgia. She also has been living in Jonesboro, Georgia, so she does have a valid address within the metro area. She also lives with her father. She does not have any children. She is a college graduate. Your Honor, she is working as a CMA. As a certified medical assistant. Your Honor, was able to speak with the father who did say that he would be able to support Ms. Bailey during this time. But Your Honor, I also find something that is also towards disorderly conduct as indicated is from an incident date of 2025. Your Honor, I've spoken with the city of Atlanta because my client indicates that she's been going back and forth to court about this disorderly conduct at the city of Atlanta. Your Honor, I've actually called over to the city of Atlanta clerk's office. They indicated that that case number, which has the same incident date when a warrant was taken out in October for this disorderly conduct of 2025. That case number is 25 CR 01413 and it is within the City of Atlanta Municipal Court. Your Honor, I was not able to obtain a copy of the warrant because I was kind of rushing to get onto the SEA calendar, Your Honor. And so I would be asking, since she doesn't have a criminal history, Your Honor, I am asking for a signature bond, Your Honor, as It's Friday, so I probably wouldn't even be able to get it over to Miss Tucker. We emailed about the duplicate nature of this case. I probably wouldn't be able to get the copy of the warrant until next week because it's 4:45 p.m. in their clerk's office. I'll go down there Monday to get a copy of it, but I would ask that my client is being able to be released on a signature bond.
And if I may just comment on that, she was not arrested on this date, so it's very possible that she could have another disorderly conduct from this same date. So until we see that warrant, we're still taking our warrants at face value.
Okay. Now this person called Roy.
Yeah.
All right. First of all, lift your phone from wherever it's located and put it in front of your face. Second of all, remove your hoodie and your hat. And third, remove the, oh, okay. Raise your right hand.
All right.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you provide will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Yes, sir. What's your name?
Croydon Collins.
Royden Collins. And Mr. Collins, what would you like to tell us?
Really, she don't really need to be in there for you know. It's open conceal. She ain't really do nothing for her. She ain't do nothing to me. She ain't do nothing to me. The incident was just thrown out of proportions. She had an incident. Her grandma passed. She was dealing with stuff, so it wasn't really just nothing. It wasn't nothing crazy. I just feel like she went through something. She reacted. That's it. That's about it. That's about it. That's about it.
So she brought a firearm into a crowded Walmart store?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Oh, you didn't see it. Okay, got it. Thank you. All right, appreciate it. Thank you. Anything else to add, Ms. Tucker?
Nothing further.
Okay. On the disorderly conduct, that's going to be a $1,500 signature bond through the jail. On the simple assault allegedly with a firearm pursuant to the warrant, that's going to be a $1,000 surety bond. And on the simple battery, that's going to be a $5,000 signature bond through pretrial services level 2. This is going to be a is that correct? Yeah, $7,500 split bond. So with regards to the signature bond through pretrial, once she posts the $1,000 portion, she will be reporting to pretrial services twice a month. She's to have no further violent contact with Croydon Collins, and she's to stay away 200 yards away from the Walmart store at 835 Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. She is not allowed to own or possess any firearms. Any firearms that are in her possession must be surrendered to the authorities within 48 hours of release, and it must be destroyed. She must show proof that her firearm has been destroyed to pretrial services. Ms. Lewis, this will be for a 12-month monitoring. So she will report to pretrial services twice a month for the next 12 months. However, the other conditions will still apply as long as this case is open and active. If there turns out to be a duplicate charge with regards to the disorderly conduct, the state can either have the charge bound over or have it non-crossed and let city court deal with it, though that would be awkward since it involves the same incident. So I don't know. But in the meantime, Ms. Bailey, if you get arrested again for anything else, if you violate any of the conditions of this bond, please be mindful that the $5,000 portion of your bond will be revoked and converted to either a cash bond or a surety bond. Next court date is going to be April 2nd, unless she bonds out, and she'll need to make sure we have a good address to send her the next court date summons. Thank you.
Your Honor, may you include in your order the sheriff 10% bond? All it does is allows that if her father goes to the jail to pay the bond, he would get the same benefit as if he went through a bonding company. It doesn't change your bond anything. It just allows him to be able to pay the 10% straight to the jail in cash. And he would get his money back. He would get his money
I'll
back.
just amend the simple assault to a $100 cash bond.
No, we want.
Yeah, it works the same
sure.
way. Yeah. All right, thank you. Next case.
Oh, I made it back just in time. Oh, yeah. And remember the case last night? Sorry. The windows are all open and my hair is just taking a beating with the wind tonight. Remember the case last night that was just pure chaos where the entire family showed up? That came from this docket. Well, that's good for you. Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know what goes up, but that is just Georgia's insane. Those dockets are always crazy. Oh, I know, Jenna. I know. There was a joke about hold on. I'll screw it up if I don't look it up. Just like everything else. Okay, so the name is a classic pun as a joke rather than representing a single recognized author. I know that, Google. I'm looking for the freaking joke. Give me the joke. How to Pass Any Drug Test by I.P. Freely. Trickling Waterfalls, Diary of a Loser Grown Up. Running Waters, Diary of a Loser Grown Up. A bunch of titles that I can't read on live stream without getting in trouble. Loos of London, Capital Toilets Worth Giving a Crap About by I.P. Freely. Okay. Hello, Candlesmith. Welcome. I like the Loos of London one. That was cute. I can't remember. It was something in a urologist's office one time. I saw that. I saw an I.P. Freely book. Well, hello, Ava. How's my pretty girl? How's everybody's pretty girl? The toilet was invented by Mr. Crapper. That is a wonderful little trivia. Yeah, you said that joke the other night, Kendall Smith. Alrighty, guys. I'm a little concerned. Tiny Kitten went out this afternoon and she's not back yet. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I've been calling for her, but I'm about to go shake a treat bucket. Let's see which one makes the most treat sounding. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. I'm gonna have to get one of the I emptied one of these tonight. I'm gonna have to get one down and take it out and give it a good shake outside. This one's not even open yet, but Dried chicken just doesn't make the same shaky sound that the hard treats make. But you got something to say? Yeah. Are you trying to tell me something? Are you giving a little hint, hint, hint? Are you asking? Tiny kitten. I'm listening for her meow. She has a very distinct meow. All right, guys. Thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with me tonight. I love all of you. This has been an absolute joy. Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.